guys, it's Lizzie. So I moved around a bunch growing up, and I'm definitely not doing that to my kids because it's horrible getting torn away from your best friends over and over again, and then you get to be the new kid at school. So my advice for starting at a new school is to be assertive but chill, and so you have to introduce yourself to people. Most people stay in one town their entire life, and so they have no idea that you're the new kid, and they don't even really think about like approaching you and like asking if you want to like join their lunch group or something. So you have to be the one to do that. So just kind of like look for a nice, cool person, go up to them and be like, hey, I just moved here, can I sit with you guys at lunch? And then if you end up liking their group, you have a new set of friends. So that could be a little scary, maybe a bit awkward, but I think that most people would be fine with you sitting with them. I found it to be a lot easier moving to different states and to new schools when I was younger in like elementary school, but once I got to like late middle school, it was really tough. When I was 13, my family moved from Indiana to Florida for my last year of middle school, and that school was horrible. There's a lot of just random drama where like I become friends with this girl and then I start talking to this person, but this person hates this person who hates this person, and they'll get mad if I talk to that person. There's all this like stupid stuff going on. And so if you feel completely out of place and like you're not connecting with people, it's not your fault that you're going through culture shock and that these people have issues with each other at your school. So for the first couple weeks of 8th grade, I sat by myself at lunch. Then my schedule got changed around and I met this girl in science class because we were doing like a group project together. So she ended up inviting me to sit with her friends at lunch, so I finally had a lunch group. And I mean, like, I didn't click that well with the people in that group, but I mean, it was better than sitting by myself. Something that I wish I would have changed in transitioning to this new school is that I didn't get very involved in the school. I was dancing this really intense ballet studio a bunch of hours a week, and I didn't really have time to be involved in cross country and track. That was like the one year that I didn't do like 2 sports. What I did find is that there will be like the initial like really loud, obnoxious people who might not be that nice, but there's a lot of people like you at the school who are thinking like, I hate this place, I don't fit in, this is really awkward. And I think that there's a lot more of those people than you think when you like first move into the school. And so don't be afraid to get involved in activities, and I think that's the best way to meet new people. And if I had been doing like cross country and track instead of doing ballet, I think I would have had a much better year. So just get involved in one of the music groups or some of the clubs there. And high school was so much better than that year because I got involved in cross country and track and debate, and I didn't really sleep in high school because I was involved in so much, but I had a lot of awesome friends through that. So there were some really mean people in 8th grade, and they would just make fun of people for the stupidest things. One of my friends was from the Middle East, as in she'd like just moved there. So people would make fun of how she pronounced certain words like in the classroom, and like everyone would join in. And one time these people were like making fun of my backpack like right behind me, and it's just like, why do you have to be such a jerk? And like, why does that even matter? And so if people are just being that superficial and that mean, take it as a compliment that they're not accepting you, that they don't want to be your friend. Something else I found is that guys are so cool. If you notice, they just don't have drama. They're really chill. In my classes, like the people who sat around me, I talked to a lot of guys, and there was this one group of people, like the popular people. We had a dress code type thing, so you had to wear polo shirts, and the girls who wore the Abercrombie polos were all in like this group together. And so like the popular guys were in their group too, but these guys were like super chill, and like they would talk to me and be friends with me. So just be social in your classes, and even if people aren't asking you to hang out with them on the weekends, at least you have people to talk to in class. So your popularity level in school growing up has nothing to do with your success in life or your value as a person, so just like don't take it to heart. Just study hard so that you can get great grades in high school and get into an awesome college like Pepperdine. Something positive about like not making friends in a new school is that being lonely will teach you compassion, and just hold on to those feelings of like pain that comes from like not having friends, and remember that when there's a new person at school. I feel like it's so easy to just get consumed in like your best friend group and have so much fun with them and just like not even realize that there's people like sitting by themselves and like people who are lonely. And so having a period in your life when you don't have that many friends is really great because it makes you look around and realize like, wow, there's other people like me who don't have friends, and then you can be the ones to go and encourage them and to make them feel more accepted when they're the new person at school. Another positive thing that came out of not having a great year is that I had this flourishing spiritual life because I would come home and like not be hanging out with friends on the weekends or after school or anything, and then I would have God, and I looked forward to every night just like sitting on my bed and like having my little Devo journal journal and reading through my Bible and praying, and it was so amazing, and I ended up getting baptized at the end of the year. So beautiful things do come out of painful situations, and now that I'm in college, looking back on like the past 18 years, there are so many situations where I see like at the time it was like horrible dealing with, but it taught me something so important that I'm really happy that I went through that like period of trial or like suffering to get where I am today. And so just believe that like God's working in you and you're gonna become a better person through it. So be assertive and nice and approach people and talk to them and get involved in activities. But if that fails, it's fine, because it doesn't matter. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you so much. Bye!